Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Make It Watch It, the movie watching challenge from Apocalypse Movies, where we choose one or two table members to watch a movie that they have not seen. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce the crew today. The host of our movie news podcast, Jacob Bartley. How's it going, man?
What's going on? I love dogs.
And the creator of our Rumor Central podcast, Gio Ramos.
What's up, guys? Just sitting on in for this one. Excited to hear you guys talk.
And Gio doesn't like dogs. No, just kidding.
Really?
Just kidding.
I do like dogs. I just don't like the undisciplined ones. So.
Fair enough. All right, well, the film of choice can be anywhere between an insanely bad movie or one of the selector's all-time favorites movies. Last time, Jacob chose myself and Gio to watch They Came Together, starring Paul Rudd and Amy Poehler. Make sure you check out that review up on the channel. This time, it landed on my lap to choose, and I chose Jacob and to watch one of my favorite childhood movies, the animated feature Balto. Before I throw it to you, Jacob, on a little synopsis of the movie, Balto is a half wolf, half husky, and where he gets the chance to become a hero when an outbreak of diphtheria threatens the children of Nome, Alaska in the winter of 1925. He leads a dog team on a 600-mile trip across the Alaskan wilderness to get medical supplies. The film is based on a true story which inspired the Iditarod dog sled race. So without further ado, the floor is yours, sir.
Man, so I heard of this movie when I was a kid, and who knows if I've seen it or not when I was younger. But as I watched it, I realized I've never seen it before. So yeah, I didn't look anything up about it. I just went on YouTube and rented it. And I'm a dog lover, so I was this movie I was gonna like it no matter what. But I gotta say, I freaking adored this movie, man.
Yes.
It's actually really good. It's not just a little kids movie. Like, it's really, really good. I was surprised. I thought I was just going, all right, this is one of Jake's childhood movies. Like other than the classics and the really great ones. Most of our childhood movies are just nostalgic, and we like them because we watched them over and over again as a kid. They're not necessarily good movies. So I thought I was going into one of those, because this isn't talked about when you talk about some of the greats of all times, but it probably should be, because this is not just a, by the book story. It's not cliche or anything like that. It has a lot of heart, and it has a really good, main character that has really great motivations for what he goes through and what he does. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, I mean, Jake talked about it in the synopsis. The main dog is a half wolf, half husky, and he's kind of treated unfairly because all the other dogs in the town are full-bred dogs, and he's known as the stray dog, the half wolf.
He even looks like one.
They think that you can't trust him, and he has his adversary Still, who is a freaking a-hole. That dog, most villains have redeeming qualities. This Still has no redeeming qualities at all. And usually that's a negative, but for what it was, I kind of bought it. But he annoyed me so much. Like, geez, he's an asshole. He didn't care about saving the kids in the end. He only cared about himself. And yeah, so first of all, it's just, I love the main thing I loved about it, which makes it a great film, is the motivation for why he goes on this journey to. Well, he doesn't take the dogs initially on the journey.
Yeah.
They get lost. The original team, led by the bad dog Steel, they get lost on their way back from bringing the medicine to the town to save the children. And Balto goes out to find them. And even though the whole town hates him and Steel is his enemy, he still risks his life to go to save these children of this town. And that is where the movie's great, the story and the motivation and why he's doing what he's doing. And it has so much heart, and it's just funny and fun, and the dogs are cute, and the little goose,
the goose is awesome, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The polar bears are awesome. I don't know if I would say this a negative, but it kind of got draining after a while. But just, this guy could not catch a break. Things keep happening and getting in his way of getting back to the town. Once one problem gets out of the way, something else happens right away, and it happens like 10 times. And for the story, it worked because they want to show how much he went through to accomplish getting the medicine back to the kids. But man, it just kept you know, the grizzly bear and the ice and him falling off the cliff, and just so many things kept getting in his way. But he ultimately gets back to the town, saves the kids, and one of the kids is the owner of the female dog that he likes. And man, I just love, like, The Fox and the Hound, The Lady and the Tramp are some of my favorite animated films of all time, and you could throw this one right up there with the animal stories, because man, this movie really got to me. I sent you guys the emoji or the stamp on Facebook with the crying dog, because even though there are sad elements in the film and like none of the dogs die or anything, but just how much heart this movie has, like, just gets you emotional. So obviously you can tell I really enjoyed it. I'm so glad you had me watch it, man.
I'm happy to hear that, man, and I'm happy to hear you went in cold and you didn't really look it up. And I wanted to ask you a question. And did you know this is a true story? So when you hit
not until the end when it said based on a true story.
So when you hit the scene and it showed the statue and everything, what'd you think?
I loved it. I mean, I thought they were just showing in the movie it was a true story, but actually it's really based on a true story in real life. And actually I was confused when I started it. I was like, wait a minute, this is live action? It's like, what? This is the wrong movie. But then it starts off as live action, and then when she tells the story, it goes to animation, which I thought worked really well. And, you know, it's no secret. It's predictable. She's the little girl. I mean, obviously. Yeah. But I doubt it happened exactly how they told the story. But that's really cool that it's based on a true story.
Yeah. Gio, I'm going to shoot to you real quick. First, have you seen Balto? And if not, after hearing Jacob talk about it, what do you think?
I have not seen Balto, but the way Jacob's describing it, I think it's a movie that I need to watch.
Really? It'll make you like dogs more. Hey, I got it for another 24 hours on YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah,
watch it.
and it's not like I don't like dogs. Just I've had a
bad run-in
some
with
bad
a bunch.
experiences.
I'm just not going to talk about it. But I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I really like how
the way I explained it.
Yeah, the story has heart, and the way it hit you, especially.
And it's only like an hour and 20 minutes long, which is
short
perfect.
animated,
And then the live action with animation, that's been improving something to work, you know, before. And I'm really interested in that kind of storytelling. So yeah, Balto, like, okay.
Hey, if you want to go on my YouTube channel, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen movies in the past before, like with dogs, and like the Fox and the Hound, and
Lady and the Tramp.
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, All Dogs Go to Heaven is awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, actually, I don't remember if I've seen Lady and Tramp, but anyways, yeah, really
the
interested.
spaghetti scene, man. Come on.
Awesome. Well, before we let Jacob choose who's next up in the Movie Watch Challenge, why don't you give it a score, man, out of 10?
Oh man, 9 out of 10.
Nice.
It's so good. For you parents out there, if you're looking for a movie for your kids to watch, a lot of people forget about these hidden gems from the past that aren't recognized as some of the best animated films of all time. There's a ton of them, and this is one of them. If you're looking for a movie for your kids to enjoy that's not just stupid fun, watch Balto with them. It really, I think they'll love it. So
awesome.
9 out of 10.
Awesome. Well, why don't you let us know who's going to be up next and give them a movie to watch for next week.
All right, so totally going in a totally different direction from an animated kids movie with heart. I'm choosing Gio this week. So last week, both of you went when I chose the movie, and then Jake chose me. So I'm going to throw it back to Gio. That way, I want him to watch the film that I'm going to choose, and also it'll be his turn to choose after that. But Gio, I've been wanting you to watch this movie for a long time, and it's one of my, I don't want to say favorites, but one of the movies that I really, really appreciated last year, and I think it's underrated, and it really did something great for the genre that it's in, and that is It Follows.
Yes.
It's a horror film.
Yes.
I don't want to talk too much about it. Gio kind of knows about it, but one of the rules for this Make 'Em Watch It movie review podcast is we want the viewer to know as little as possible going into the film. But there you go, Gio. Your assignment is to watch
I'm so happy
It
you chose
Follows.
that.
Now, I was kind of watching part of it on TV the other day, so Yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched a good maybe 15, 20 minutes of it in the middle.
You gotta watch.
So you didn't start it from the beginning?
No.
Oh,
yeah,
Okay.
Right when they dropped
No.
right when they dropped the chick off.
So watch it
after
from the very
happened.
beginning and pay attention.
And
'Cause I want to
So
get your
good.
full perspective on
yeah.
the film.
Okay. All
And
right.
what's the lead's name?
Micah Monroe. She's
And
in
she's
Independence Day.
Yeah. So
Hey,
this
she's
is good.
great.
This is good. Yeah. I could have to watch
All
this.
right,
really
so
good.
come back next week and Gio will be giving his review of It Follows.
So I'm watching it. No, it follows. Okay. All right.
Why'd you put that in my head? I hate clowns.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up today's movie watching challenge. Make them watch it. Before we go, I'd like to thank both Jacob and Gio for joining us today. Jacob, where can they find you online, man?
You can find me on Twitter at @JacobBarley_, and on this YouTube channel. Please subscribe, hit that like button, comment, do all the good stuff. We really appreciate it.
Gio?
And you can follow me at Gio Ramos 24.
It follows Gio.
Oh, don't say that, man. It's gonna be creepy now. On Twitter at Gio Ramos 24, and yeah, check out everything we're doing at Apocalypse Movies.
And you can find me, Jake Berlin, Twitter, Instagram at Qui-Gon Jake, apocalypsemovies.com every day. And until next time, thank you for listening.